Okay, let's go. Finally, the last part of making this custom board. We're gonna go deep into the finishing process and why I do the logos this way and basically everything around. Also, I'm sorry about the footage if they are not the perfect, but I had to use the new editing software that I have no clue how to use it. I had to use it on the iPad because I don't have my laptop, so yeah, the color grading on DaVinci is tough. Anyway, we finished last time after putting the patch over the pin boxes and stuff like that. So before I'm gonna do the logos or basically any finishing, there is the last step that needs to be done in every board, which is the hot coating. It's gonna get two layers, one layer on the bottom and one layer on the top. When we're doing the bottom, as you saw me, I taped the board so I can build the edge on the tail part of the board. So then when you're gonna go to the sanding, it's gonna be nice and sharp. So what you see me, I'm doing the hot coating process, and the best way to do it is to do it fast, as simple as possible, to not do too much moves and just finish. You're going nose to tail, then you're going crosswise like here, and then I'm just gonna like kind of polish it with the super slightly touch of it. And once this is done, I'm gonna wait it for dry. I'm gonna take the tape off in the like more or less middle curing time of the resin, and from this I'm gonna repeat the process on the top, which I didn't record here. And once this is done, we're gonna move to the sanding. Now, sanding the board, it's a boring task for sure to show, so you're just gonna get a fast time lapse of me doing this, but it's a really important and crucial step. And this is something that me and a lot of shapers love it and hate it at the same time. So basically, if everything you did good, this step is quite easy, but if there is any errors, issues, bumps, or like mistakes, introduction that you put on everything you did before, that's gonna be harder to do and to finish. So once this is done, I can move to put the logos. And the way I'm putting the logos, I'm gonna be painting them white, and you don't have to do it. Usually you're just gonna print on the rice paper and laminate within the glassing process. The thing is, first, if I'm not doing too many boards to be worth it for me to ordering the white logos, white prints, so I prefer to do it by hand. And the second thing is on white, and with this, doing the top of the board on the last layer is gonna give you like almost slightly a 3D effect. So you're gonna see that the logo is above all the lamination or the glassing, and it's gonna be more matte. It's gonna be like on top of it. It just looks nicer for me. So I don't have plotter, and at this point I'm just like a human CNC. So what you see me doing this, I'm putting the stencil that I printed over the transfer paper that I'm then transferring onto the tape. After it's transferred to the tape, I can remove it, all of that, and go to cut all this. Like you see here, it stays nice stencil, and now I can go and cut what I want to paint out, and that's a really time consuming process. So yeah, here is the essential of hand making a board. And this is gonna be cut. I'm gonna remove the tape, put the tape to cover everything, and I'm repeating exactly the same process on the bottom for the bottom logos. In total it's gonna be 4 logos. On the top it's my bunny head as a logo and the kind of Japanese style font bastard name. On the bottom it's gonna have the Japanese initials, but they're like tweaked a bit, so basically this is my name initials, JT. And then the but into more like kind of like I don't know, aggressive way. The font is kind of like a font I designed it a while ago, and I like both of them, and personally I think both of them like fits nicely. And this is a nice thing to speak. So when it goes to the logos, it took me, I don't know, 3 years to set up on this type of logos, and I would say this is a really important thing. It's easy to have a logo, no matter good or bad. It's easy to have a logo, slap it on a board, nice, you're bored with your logo. But it's hard, at least for me, to create the logos and the composition that no matter the board I'm gonna be doing, this is gonna be the initial part of the design. So it's gonna look good. Imagine like you would to paint the Mona Lisa on the board and then you slapping the logo, whatever. It's not gonna look good. But what about making the logos that's gonna blend into the graphic to the board? So the logo itself is the part of the artwork of the board, not just the icon that says that this is your board. And for me, this is a really important part. Now on the bottom, to finish, except the logos, to finish my lake pattern, I did like islands. I cut islands out of the tape and then I painted them white also. So once everything is removed, it's gonna have again this 3D layering, plus the white is gonna pop out from the blue that is on the bottom to kind of imitate the idea of this lake, the ocean and the depth of the colors. It turned out okay. I wouldn't say it is like the best imagination of what I wanted to do, but at the end I'm quite happy with it. So once the logos are painted, it's just a matter of removing everything. And the last part that was really tough to do, and you're gonna see my first take on it. I didn't record the second take, but I had to remove everything, strip down everything and put it again, and this is something new for me. So I use the pin stripe paint, that is for doing the artwork and the line artwork over the cars, and I wanted to have this kind of type of paint and to see how this works, to make the pin lines over the chest pattern on the rails so everything blends together. And I'm not gonna lie, that was tough, so doesn't work at all how you can see on the videos, maybe on the Instagram or whatever. It was tough. So what I'm doing here, I'm putting the tape, all 4 tapes around. Then I'm taping with the tape next to this thin tape I put, so I can remove it and it's gonna give me a perfect thin lines all over the board. And this is a really time consuming process to create stuff like that. It uses a lot of tape. It's really exhausting to put everything, to have basically everywhere just like 3 millimeters of the line, not more, no less, and it's easy to see. So what you see me doing this, I'm using this paint to paint it, and I did a huge mistake. So it's not gonna be shown as it's hard to see. I didn't record that. Once I removed that, there was a lot of bleeding under the tape, so the line wasn't sharp and was bleeding and was looking really bad. So I had to repeat the process to make it again, which was like 1 extra day of work, but I did it. And the mistake I did, I didn't put the thin layer of the, I should put the thin layer of varnish over it, the spray varnish. That would help a lot, and I did it on the first take, I did on the second take, and that's a lot because this clear varnish gonna seal the gap between the tape and the board. So once you're gonna pull the tape off, it's gonna give you a nice sharp edge. And then I'm gonna use 2 cans of 2K clear coat matte finish. And this is something that I think no one uses, because like 2K clear coat, it's really expensive. I mean, 1 bottle of that is like 20 bucks, and I use the bottle per side, so just into the last layer finishing the board is like 40 bucks. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy, and this is the final board. Have a good one.